But yeah, this meta just really feels like if you don't high roll, you might as well just retire. But I'd rather play out a few games, because if everybody's doing that, then you never really get like those easy wins if you have a bad deck and you have to play. But those definitely didn't look like decks that needed some easy wins, so. Arena again. We just did 2 hours of Among Us. It was a lot of fun. Alright, let's go Warbear. And Smug. Smug's fine. And General's fine too. Junk here, we'll take Phoenix. Junk here, we'll take Skeleton, I guess. Junk here if we don't get offered a spell, but Dune Sculptor's at least kind of fun, right? O2 retire, saves face gamer to O3. I mean, I don't really care about going O3 or 1-3 or anything. We didn't have any decision making. We didn't play those first 2 games, and our deck is bad. So it's like, well, why do we want to queue up for another game to go 0-3 or 1-3? The deck's not going 12-2. It's not going 5-3. You know, it's not. It's a waste of effort and time and energy. This has this deck too, I think. Let's take a bad 2. Maybe you could take a bad 3 because it's so hard to get 3s. Don't want to work, but I have to do that soon. Yeah, don't work. Alright, if we get Yogg-Saron, it's beautiful. Like at this point, you could get offered 20 locations. Your deck still sucks, right? Okay, maybe not, but we're not going to get 20 locations, right? Flame Ward's okay. Flame Ward's another one of those cards, like the better your deck is, the better Flame Ward is. And unfortunately our deck sucks, so. I mean, maybe it's the Undertaker. I don't really want another 10. I don't really want Deck of Lunacy. We have 1 spell. What song is this? This is Pico. Maybe we'll get all spells. Morning, Redbeard. Hey, Jordy. Let's grab a Smug. Let's take every spell and see if the Hearthstone gods are kind enough to give us a playable deck. So far, I'd say we have 2/3 of an unplayable deck. So we need a bunch of spells. That's a shame. Okay, well, we have 2 good cards. 3 good cards? That Scalebane's kind of nice. Alright, I'll take the 5. More spells. Give me more spells. It's a tragedy that we have so many shit cards in this deck. We could play this one out, but I'd rather just roll something just at least below average. It's just gotta be below average. Is the Legendary Colossus even good? No. We don't need a great deck. We don't need an average deck. We could sell for below average. If we can get above trash tier, then I'll take it. We had, what, 3 cards probably? 4 maybe that you'd want to put in a deck of Hearthstone cards. Priest, Shaman, Mage. Alright, I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll come back. I think sometimes when you get offered a couple of bad decks in a row, it gets easy to, like, just really chain retire. Okay. We can't roll a mage as bad as that, right? There's no way. Okay. Alright, let's wash away the stink of those first two decks.
Let my choices be of aid to the Blood Elves.
This is a better start. I really like Ring Toss. Red Herring's nice. Cone of Cold's a good card too. Certainly. Let's go with Red Herring. Like Wand Maker. That's kind of fun, right? Wow, two really good cards. I love having a Firework Alley. It's good for killing red herrings. I'm just gonna take it. We can get a lot of good things on like 8, 9, 10. I don't think we have to take a Proto. Let's go Gorilla Bot though, that's a good 3. Just junk here. I think Safety Inspector's fine because it cycles itself. But giving up one of your cards kind of sucks. Another Wand Maker would be really cool, but I think we have to go Claw. Great Corrupt target, or Corrupt Enabler. And we have Gorilla Bot too. Stink of the first two. Oh, Rough Night. I mean, we retired a deck that had 26 shitters and 4 playable cards. I love Alchemist. I think it's probably the third best card here, but instead, let's take it. I think it's good. Wow, Chatty and Volpira, both fun, both good. Chatty's kind of insane, but Davey, thanks for the follow, Davey. Let's grab this Volpira for fun. Like, just look at this. Like, we have more good cards in the first half of this first third of our deck than we did in the last deck. Ice Barrier? Nah. We could take Muck Plumber. I just don't like it. I don't know. I'm gonna take Phoenix. We'll play it on 2. Wow, I want Frozen Touch. I want Firework Element. Let's take the Frozen Touch. They feel super important. And a Fairy Dragon over Garbage. And a Dragon over, mostly shit. Safety Inspector can cycle Coin, which can be good. I almost never want to cycle the Coin. Going second sucks because you have less mana than your opponent every turn. And then losing your minor mana advantage, or like equalizing the mana for one turn with the coin, and losing that is a big that's a big loss. It's a lot better when you just top deck it on with an empty hand. It's just a free card. Or you get a bad mulligan and you have like a 1 and 2 4s, and you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of a 4 and hope to hit a 2 or a 3. Where's our Blast Wave? Right here, buddy. And instead of adding shitty spells to my hand, it puts great minions on the board. Let's take the Fool. I actually like the Fool. And we definitely need a 4 way more than a 5, but Sin Runner I think is a lot better than Yeti, so let's do that. 2 Deathborns? Why not? Maybe I'll get a golden one. No. Heck yeah. Golden Deathborn, that's what we wanted. And I think that we can still get a refund for that other card, maybe? Rigged. That was rigged, huh? It felt rigged. Maze Runner. Maze Guide, really nice. Just kind of need to fill out our curve here. Fireball's a good card. Amalgam, I think, is better than just a shitty 2. We have Gorilla Bot. It's fine. Not in love with Murlocula, but I guess I hate the other card, so let's take him. Well, Sin wants Blast Wave. Conjurer or Vengeful Visage? have to have a non-golden card. We just really don't want a 4-mana 4/4 with no secrets. We have Ring Toss, but I think Visage is okay. Rip all golden deck. I think I'm actually gonna take Grand Finale too. I have 1, 2, 3 elementals, and we have another pick or two to find the 2-drop. Not that 2, but that could discover an elemental. Possible. Boy, I want Jan'alai. I think we're gonna take Keymaster. There's just like nothing that helps Jan'alai in this meta, right? We've already got a golden Ragnaros out. I've done 6 Mage Drafts in a row and haven't been offered 1 Deathborn. I guess they've been putting them all in Dreads' deck, and I guess he was chatting here, so he thinks like the game must have thought it was a deck for Dreads.
Stonegrasp versus Gul'dan.
Early game's weak, but the late game is supreme. Let's hope for the best. First draft of the night, just turning it on. Definitely haven't even queued up for a single game yet. Gamble away your fart savings. Thanks, Night Rainbow.
These books are ruined.
You don't pick the
Man, I don't really. If he didn't play anything, I would play this. Now, how's everybody? It's kind of weird starting with Among Us.
Muzzle their magic.
Well, I don't hate that, I guess. We could play another one.
The wand picks you.
Deck tracker? I hope I get invited to play Among Us again. Okay, this is nice. Let's see what we roll. It's not good. Just kill that. We kind of have 4 and 5 tied up for a bit. I want to see you enjoy my song. Oh, I'll be enjoying it, if you know what I mean. Have you high rolled Demon Hunter 5/4, 2-drop with a 1/1? I have not, but somebody has got it against me once or twice. Or maybe I have. I might have rolled it when it was a 4/4. Have you learned to play the game? No. But I think, honestly, I think I did better. As I mentioned earlier, I don't think I did well. Comparatively to some of those guys, feels like they played a lot. Big Yoshi's Lounge. Oh man, I love Big Yoshi's Lounge.
Not enough mana.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Oops. Well, they'll probably take Fireball, right? Big Yoshi's Lounge, man. I love Big Yoshi's Lounge. Alright. Well, we gotta finish Cherry. Alright, maybe we could start. Well, we could pause Cherry. That's fine. Have you tried Fall Guys? I played it once or twice. Maybe 3 or 4 times when it first came out. It felt awful to me, the controls. I think that's kind of by design, sort of, I think. But I'm sure it's fun. It would be more fun if I played with like Dreads and Merps and stuff. I'm sure. But it just kind of felt like shit, no? Maybe it was just me. Finally, Yoshi's Lounge. Yeah, this is a good one. Deck of Wonders was a big brain play. If I'm going to be completely honest, I always forget that they get to discover. But Conan Cold seems good for me with this. And if I would have given it more thought, I would have guessed not I would have guessed. I would have not taken Fireball. Da, 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 da. What does this card do? Honored kill? Finally, Big Yoshi's here. I've waited for him. He's here right now. It's beautiful. 6 damage, Fiery Snake. You're saying what words? Abyssal? Red Herring. Wow. Do I just blast him? Do I give him the nasty blasty?
Open yourself up to magic.
Had to go AFK for a bit, and Among Us is over. Did you win any? I mean, I did. I didn't win any as the imposter, but you know, we didn't do too poorly. I don't think. I thought we did okay. You know what's funny is he should play around Cone of Cold because he saw Fireball Cone and shit. Is he killing it? He is. That's okay though, because it took his whole turn and basically killed his guy too. So, you know, big whoop to that. Maybe it's better to do those two. Actually, it probably was. Brittlebone, Keymaster, Synergy. Brittlebone? Fireball. Big fireball. Let's take Vengeful. Let's take Counterspell. This is a feels good song and I love it. It's been incredible so far. Just got out for pee and forget to pet. I had this vivid dream. I think I took a nap watching Dreads and Cookie must have been on stream. I had this vivid dream that Cookie was snuggling with me. It's great, because the alternative was probably Dread snuggling with me, and that would have been awful. You think Trade Pursuit for the latest 2 expansions is lazy? They just discovered a card? I think it's a good card. I like casting him on the new boards. So maybe that's fun, right? Wow, he's tapping? Bold tap.
Home is where the wagon is.
It should be an infuse card. It should be like infuse to discover a card or something. Nope. Why don't they put any of the keywords on them? I forgot to bet. Listening to the tune made me remember. That was me, Reg. You caught me. You were Axel? You were Axel?
Dawngrasp versus Kel'Thuzad.
Obey the will of Kel'Thuzad.
Will I win? It's elementary.
How do I... How do you... I don't want that, but I will keep those. It was whatever Dread's dog's name was. That was you snuggling with me? I'd rather not. Oh, maybe this button?
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Let's try to put some pressure on him. I like that skin. Try to get some relevant minions down while we can freeze stuff.
Come in. Everyone's a winner. What a shock!
Card bugged. Card bugged. We all saw it. Can't see the deck tracker. Do I need to restart? Yeah, I just refreshed the stream. It should be there. You should be able to see it once you refresh. Why'd you use your own book? He jumped in front of the freeze. I don't know why he did that. Boy, I sure wish that didn't happen. Boy howdy, I sure wish I wasn't skipping my turn here. It'd be better if that wasn't the case. Oh, I'm saturated in sweat. How hot is it supposed to be tomorrow? Oh my god, even hotter than today. Sure. It's better than skipping our turn. I could freeze first. I would kill mine and I don't get another spell. I'd rather just have the freeze, honestly. 2 free spells? Yeah, I think we have to. Thanks, it worked. Oh yeah, no problem, man. Location would be more fair if you had to freeze your own minion. It would be more fair. You are absolutely correct. It's gonna go in here, huh? Wow, that's big. What portrait? Kel'Thuzad, I think. Some big storms coming to the northwest in the next couple of weeks. Wind makers and snow makers for the hills. Well, we haven't got any rain in like 2 months, so... Looks like for the next 10 days, sunny, 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 90 degrees a couple of days, 80, 80's okay.
Part in my rituals, one way or another.
What just happened? Oh, I killed this guy or something?
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Pyro's so much better for us. Unless... Oh my god, that's a 5/5. When did that become a 5/5? I guess we'll ping. I mean, it kind of tips Pyro, but really it tips Vengeful. Kind of tips them both. The other spells are more useful for him trying to clear the board, though.
Yes, that's the one.
What a shock!
How impressive!
What a shock. Hopefully just plays Stormwind Champ, goes face. Do you think Deep Freeze is still a good card? I almost forgot what it does. Freeze and summon 2 elementals. In today's cert, that doesn't seem too strong. Oh, Deep Freeze would be a great card still. 8 mana for a freeze and 2 3/6s, right? Or something? Is that what it does? That freeze? I think that card's great, if that's what it is. I will trade. This guy acting like an outright dick. Killing my guys and whatnot. He's almost dead, right? Smork is on, yeah. But if he's investing all of his mana trying to clear the board, not pushing damage against us, then his Pyroblast is getting worse and worse, right? And we know he has to. If we're trading and trading and trading, and then he presents a board where he sticks one minion and clocks us for 6 or 10 damage or something, then his Pyro can steal the game. Wasn't it 8 mana though? It seems a bit weak compared to all these 8/8s. Well, there's no 8 mana 8/8 that's good, right? Unless it's like the Druid Legendary. You worm, dude, what are you up to? Morg is solid. Well, Morg's not in the meta right now. Sizzlack, what's up, dude? You underestimate freeze and getting 6/12 for 8. That also freezes. Spread over 2 bodies, yeah. The power of cards like that is they're just worth more than 1 card. So you can have like a big 8 drop. You got an 8 mana 20/20, but you're just getting 1 card. You're just getting 1 card worth of mana, and it can get answered, you know, by a EGH or a Polymorph or something. Whereas if I freeze your 8-drop and then you Polymorph one of my 3/6s, your guy's effectively dead for a turn or 2, and I have a 3/6, a 1/1. You're out your best removal spell, and you're also out 4 mana. So, you know. We got new friend requests. Probably a big supporter of the stream, so, you know, let's tell him GG and thank him. More than a month ago? A minute ago. Shush about Polymorph.
Don't grasp!
You talking to me?
Malfurion!
I must protect the wild.
Will I win? It's elementary.
Can I not make friends? I'm so lost. GG, I just played you. Oh, you played great, man. Sorry, we had the location early. That's dumb, right? Not gonna eat that card. That's my mulligan? Let me mulligan that hand away.
You want to cast a spell? I want
Freeze is a deceptively powerful mechanic. It can't attack for 1 turn. What's the big deal? Yeah, it's a big deal. Friends list is full. Ah, okay. Mine might be getting there again. I gotta purge the friends list again. Let's see if I can get a good card. Yeah, sure. It's a little worse than his, but I think it's a good one. Take a solid 8 out of 10. I'd give this deck probably an 8 or a 9 out of 10. 8.5 maybe. 1 location, 1 Deathborn, 1 Cold Touch, a broken legendary, Keymaster. Pretty good curve. I think there are some decks like this that have, you know, 2 locations and 2 Deathborns and a Ysera over a Keymaster, but I'll take my chances with this deck as constructed. All right, let's play this. If it lives, we can play these 2, and that would be pretty nice. I got purged. Well, I always say, right, I don't look at anybody's name, and if you just haven't logged in like a month or whatever, then I just remove people sometimes when I go over the limit or whatnot. I want to have the flexibility to add people on the fly from the stream. Sometimes they say funny things, right? Or mean things. Good evening, hey Medi. Did you play Among Us? I did, yeah. Everybody agreed. I was the most improved player. Sunny, well, Sunny's really slipping. Sunny's really slipping. I'm gonna overtake her as. Actually, she had a great game that last one we played. That was really fun. She whooped us. She beat us straight up. I mean, I was dead. I mean, you know, obviously I would have.
A smidge of this,
I would have been doing great if I wasn't dead. Like fair game's kind of shit, huh? Yeah. Oh, he's gonna take it. Oh, well, maybe that's bad. Maybe he won't get it. Not everybody gets it every time, right? I was so nervous when I was the killer. I was watching Asmo stream. Yeah, did I do okay? I think that I mentioned earlier. I think that this notion that like you have to be good at that game also seems strange to me. I just don't want to ruin their game because they seem to be, you know, semi-serious about it. You know, they don't really want too much goofing around. But it's like, how do you? I don't know. I feel like it would be, and it's fun. I feel like it would be more fun if you just are kind of like shooting the shit with your friends, and you're just kind of hoping to make like funny things happen. But not always making the quote-unquote like best play.
My compliments to the chef.
I'm gonna die. A bit of a bummer. What with the dying and all. You threw the killer vision once. Other than that, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing though. I didn't know that I had extra vision as the imposter. This is only the second time I've played it, so. You know, these things happen, right? But I was already, my partner was already dead, and I was already on the ropes, so I was kind of fine. And when I did, Asmo was kind of like, oh, yeah. He wasn't like, oh, you're a liar, you're the imposter. Somebody else was kind of like, this, and Asmo was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. So the issue here is I have to lose this. The great aspect of a turn like this is if I hit burst, I get one less minion, right? I think. They kill one of his 2/2s. Yeah, it's a lot of fun though. And that's more like I have fun because I like Asmo and I like Sunny. And we raided Mr. McBanterface yesterday. He seemed like a great guy. He was really good at reading chat for being like rank 5 legend or whatever. I thought he was doing a great job. Pocky, I don't know Pocky too well, but I know of Pocky, and Pocky was cool. It's fun. We should have put that in the middle actually for Silas. Probably Silas is the only way we lose. Sorry, I smushed a bug. I don't know what that was. Splitting image. I guess that one. Honestly, all I'm trying to do here. Let's pick up a counter spell for convoke the ancients or whatever. My location bugged out and targeted the wrong minion. I'm so sad. Mine too. Did you see? I froze my my own book. I just got off work and I got 36 free bottles of wine. Why would you get 36 free bottles of wine? It's crazy. That's a lot of wine. Yeah, okay, alright. Would that be playable if it was just a battle cry give your shit stealth? It would be, because the stat line is so primo. I don't think the stat line is primo without... Okay, maybe it is. I don't think it's premium. I think it's a very strong stat line for a 7-drop, and then the effect is very strong. I think if it was just one turn, it would still be very playable. It would be slightly worse or whatever, you know? The value comes partially because of the humongous body and how impossibly difficult it is to get to these things. So let's say you like free trade everything. You have a, you know, a 6-1, a 5-1, a 4-1, and it's like, you just can't ping them, right? You have to throw everything into this guy to even open up access, and you just don't have an extra 2 or 3 sources of ping damage.
The wand picks you.
We could do this, but come on, poor guy. 7 mana 3 12 12. It's way too good. I think if it didn't have any text, it wouldn't be way too good. So the discussion was whether or not one turn of stealth would be enough to keep it like being like premium. I think it would still be a very strong 7 for sure. Really maging on these guys, yeah. Yeah, I don't think honestly that this is like the worst meta or anything. I do think a change would be cool. I'm at the point, and we, you know, it hasn't been that long, but you know, another rotation. I think 3 or 4 weeks would be so much better than 6 weeks or whatever we do right now, or 8 weeks sometimes. I think a much faster rotation period would be good. Winning and losing with the same things and to the same things is probably like the worst aspect of Arena.
It's elementary.
Once you can just predict plays like, consistently, be like, oh, okay, Knight Captain on 5. Oh, okay, Rune on 9. I'm ahead, I'm ahead, I'm ahead. There's nothing I can do. They Rune, I lose. And then like that happens to you multiple times a run sometimes. And if you're playing all night every night, it's like, okay, well, that's gonna happen to me 8 times or 10 times a night. And if you're only doing one run, you know, every 3 or 4 days, it's like, well, okay, well, that was a terrible run. I guess I got killed by the same stupid thing 3 times. So, but if you're like, oh, whatever, I'm losing to location here, and then Colossal's there, and then Prime Minions here, and they're always rotating, it doesn't feel as bad, I don't think. Creepy Dragon cries when it looks at Red Herring, that's true. What is it, 1 less attack? 2 less mana. I'm gonna freeze his guy this time. Instead of attacking and accidentally freezing my own guy. Hey Aztec, thanks for the sub, man. I really appreciate that. I certainly do. I hope you're having a good night. Hope you're enjoying the stream somewhat. Let's hope we hit a minion. 3rd best option, pretty good, pretty good. We can bump and do that. Can bump and trade. I can ping. I can blast wave and get 2 cards. And then trade off my 2/1. Or I bump and blast wave and keep a 2/1. And I get 1 card. But he's not gaining any life. Yeah, I'm okay with that. You're very welcome. Actually, it's morning here. Oh, where are you? You must be in Europe somewhere? Is this active? It is. So we can shoot that and play that. We can even freeze it first. Let's see what we roll. Maybe we'll find a different 2-cost card we want to play. I think I'll pass and just take a puzzle box of Yogg-Saron. I just really want the 2/2. I don't care about the freeze so much. I'm from Serbia, Central Europe. Oh, cool. We have one of our moderators here, so the Scary Serb. I think he's living in London right now, or at least he was, but he's from Serbia. He's my friend. Yeah, probably gonna be playing that. Just so big. Sorcerer's Apprentice looks funny, doesn't it, though? At some point, we're just gonna go Deathborn into Deathborn into Deathborn, I think. If the game makes this possible. Vedmart, hey Pierce, how are you, bud? I hope you're doing okay. Okay, that's not so bad. You should tap.
Bones just keep moving.
So it may look like they fucked up the order. They were trying to
Hands up my dice.
test for explosive
Hands up
first.
my dice.
Guess I could ping this thing. Push
Hands up
these.
my dice.
They were testing for explosive, yeah. Playing this game called Cult of the Lamb, it's been super fun. I've heard good things about that game. It isn't Stone Cold Killer, Mr. Red, because I got blood in my beard. ASAP, thanks for playing, man. Hope you had fun. Hope I didn't fuck up too bad. I'm sorry, I kept getting paired with you. I had my, I think I mentioned, my plan was to fuck up. not by design, but I just knew I was gonna fuck up. And then I was going to blame you. I was gonna get you in trouble when we were both imposters. And then people would be like, oh, well, Redbeard would never be, he's not savvy enough to blame Saf, so it would have to be somebody else. But then I got caught and I wasn't dead, and then I blamed you anyway. Well, I was telling the truth that you were near wherever you were. I just was saying where you were. But that apparently got you in trouble and they kicked you off, and then I was screwed. Did you miss lethal? No. Funny things, both times I got framed for your kills. I know. So is it better to like hang out together or to be on separate sides of the map, or? It's very clear that there's like so much like depth to the game. It's like the game is as deep as the players are savvy, and people are just pretty savvy in general.
It's elementary.
It's interesting. I could see why it would get really popular. It's hard to stream that game though. At least in the way I stream, it's hard to stream that game. Because I'd read so much chat and I want to be chatting all the time, and it's like half the time I think you have to be quiet. And it's like I don't know when to talk over people. And there's so many people talking at once. We have a pretty big variance in skill level mindset, so the lobbies are always weird. Yeah. Yeah.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
I could see that too. Shooting Star's gonna be really good for me. I want Cold Case, but he'll take Cold Case and I'll keep Shooting Star. I don't want him gaining extra armor either. And if you're looking at that, you're like, well, of course, it's Cold Case. But yeah, it's cool. I think, yeah, like once a week, you know, once every 2 weeks or whatever. I'm happy to play if they'll have me, you know.
Wrong ingredient.
I'm happy to play. Could have just bumped and pinged. Maybe that was the play, because now I'm sort of priced into this whenever this comes alive. That I don't care much about, especially if he's just wasting the swing. Uger, thank you Uger for the follow, man. Really appreciate that. Right, let's just get Prolock Holmes. Oh god, I'm gonna burn cards if I win. Well, I could coin out a 1, huh? It's probably holding this. Okay, maybe he wasn't holding it because he would have swung. Maybe. That's okay though. I mostly just wanted a 3-drop out. Playing Mage, was this a Dread stream? I finally got a Mage. Every Monday for 2 or 3 hours? Yeah, that was another thing too. I didn't know how long they were playing. So the last one they did, I missed. The one before that, I did. But they did it at the end of the stream, and I think that's better for me. This one was right like when I normally start, which is actually kind of good too, because then we could, if it's in the middle of the stream, it's like you have to do a short Hearthstone stream, or you have to go like Hearth Among Us back to Hearth. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, all very interesting, all very cool. And historically, I have not always got to participate in a lot of these Hearthstone-y organized things, so it's really cool. And Sunny and Asmo and Mostly, I think they organize it very inclusive, very understanding of my inexperience. I finally won Murloc Holmes, but all the cards I got sucked. Yeah, that's funny. Solve the mystery that you didn't care about. 9 p.m. works pretty well because Pocky, Jean, and Happy can still play in NA. And Sun and Yours starting, and Asmo's only a couple hours into stream. Yeah, it's like kind of like the worst deal for Asmo. But as you know, kind of the benefit of streaming is you could start earlier and end with that. You could start later. You could take a day off. You could have all this autonomy, right?
You don't pick the ones.
Really want to ping it this turn? Maybe I don't want to ping it. I could freeze it.
Everything looks up to
Let's just put some shitters on the board. So I get to team up with Raybear today. But like, so that's the thing too, though. I think it's like if you're always playing with like the two best players as the imposter, it's probably very boring. Or if you're always playing with like the two worst players as the imposters, or if you're always taking the same approach, like I always go here and I always look at this, and it seems like it would get very boring. Whereas if you're like, you know, it's random, you're mixing up, like Saf said, experience levels and skill levels, it forces the more experienced players to play differently, and inexperienced players are going to play differently. Some people are going to probably be like, well, I should just kill everybody. Like, I should just kill people as fast as possible. And other people are probably like, well, I shouldn't kill anybody because they're going to suspect me, right? At least that would be my thought. So I'm kind of about that aspect of it. I really wish he didn't roll that. But I suppose I could...
If my calculations are correct.
The wand picks you.
I guess I could do this. Is this any good? Not getting a lot from this, but I am getting some. I wish he didn't evolve into such a good 6. SpongeBob Boy Musical Jam. You like this one? I like this tune. I like the, what is it? Like, steel guitars? They like... But it's not a steel guitar, though. Whatever it is, I like it. Mag Key. What's up, Mag Key? Thanks for the follow, dude. Any ways to play the game? Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's kind of cool because we played with different people today than I played with last time. I think that makes it kind of interesting too, is if you're always playing with different people, it'll stay kind of interesting and fresh. Whereas if you're like, oh yeah, like Saf always does this when he's the imposter, or oh, he, you know, whatever, it can get, I would imagine, kind of a little suckier, right? That deals 3 now. Or we can save that. This is going to be a problem because he's going to have gigantic minions. So maybe we just want a lab partner for 3 and not have to invest any mana for the blizzard. And I can get an extra ping off. Maybe I can ping this before the blizzard goes off. Oh, I won't need to though. I guess I could do it this turn and get an extra 2/2 on the board, right? Oh, and a Murloc. Slide guitar? Yeah, but it's not a slide guitar, I don't think. Maybe, I mean, this is that was a Rat-a-tat track, but Johnny and Santos had a lot of that stuff in like the... I don't know. It's like one of those it's like a keyboard, but you play it like a slide guitar. It's a lap steel guitar. Yeah, maybe it's a lap guitar. I never played none of those. I'm confused a little. Didn't he get like some gigantic number of killer minions? He probably has like one huge minion, doesn't he? Wow, that would have been insane if it hit here, actually. Let's use these. We're still putting a fair amount of pressure on him. And I know I can set up this sort of play. I could do it next turn. I'm just a little apprehensive about what he buffed. He didn't play. He might play like a 15-15 Onyxia or something this turn. Kind of like hearing this turn and 4-5 next turn. Yeah, you push... You lose a lot of your shitters. I don't know if you push much less. You probably push some amount less. We expect you to do the Murloculus sounds. Of course, of course. I was getting to it. There's a Reddit subreddit, Pokemon fusions, and they just like, there's probably like a program that fuses the little sprites. It's pretty cool. Kind of like it.
Dawngrasp versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin.
The fusions are better than most of the Pokemon that come out. That's so stupid looking. Oh man. I don't normally go here. Wow, that's kind of cool. But maybe I should look at it more. Nasty top deck. Yeah, we probably didn't need a Fireball to win that game, but you know, if their next card is a Deathwing or something, it's like, obviously it's better to top deck the lethal. This draw, you could have had that last turn. Yeah, it's not, you can't really deny that it's a good draw because it wins the game. But like real like good top decks, I think are, in my mind, are more like cards you need to draw in order to prevent you from losing the game. Or like to end a close game. That one, we could have drawn a couple of Tiny Fins in a row and probably been fine.
To my side.
Just lurking, you got a nice deck. Hey Junior, yeah, that's a good one for sure. And it's performing well, unsurprisingly, right? Kind of hoping to get that one. I think that's the only direct damage you can get from this. Looks like we could freeze it, which is kind of irrelevant. Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't copy it. All right. So, hear me out. Fireball deals 6. You want to save it to like throw it into his face and kill him, but then you have to trade off your Fairy Dragon, so you're missing 3 damage. So we got 3 from this, right? And now we're potentially going to connect again next turn. Which means in totality, we've gotten 6 damage from not trading. So you haven't really lost any face damage. Now you don't get 12, right? You don't get 6 face and the other thing, but you know. I was really hoping for Splitting Image, actually, funny enough. Or Explosive, those were like the 2 we wanted the most. Maybe he tries to spend 6 mana on a spell here.
Place to hide, as long as it keeps out arrows.
For sure, but the Fireball made a GG. Yeah, like I said, it's not like you're sitting here pretending like you got a bad draw, right? Like, clearly it wasn't bad. I already forgot what I had. So I can ping and play the 5. I guess I'll just do that. I take a lot, but whatever. I could leave it up and hope he, you know, just goes face. Maybe that's the play, but still putting a lot of pressure on him, and I have a lot of good cards in my hand, so we'll see. Hey, Casa Jenny. Jane, good to see you as well. Oh, this guy dies, so that's delightful. My turn sucks, so that's less delightful. Let's play this in case we roll Muck Plumber. And we wouldn't be able to actually cast our 2-drop if we rolled Muck Plumber. We need to find a little bit of damage. And you can just collateral here. Swarm of Locusts. He gets 7, so he actually leaves up the 0-2. Or he leaves up the 1-1. I guess he could leave up the 1-1. Is it a good morning? I think so. We played 2 hours of Among Us. We've got a 5-0 mage deck in our first deck. Where did I go? I walked to Chipotle, and it's not the longest walk, but it was kind of a long walk, you know? And, ooh, is that better? Probably not. But are we gonna do it? Sure. They closed down at 7. I don't know, maybe they can't get staffed, or maybe it, you know, so I had to go across the street, and I was like, oh god, I was running out of time. It was actually kind of close to the stream, and I forgot that I said I would do Among Us, even though I woke up this morning and I remembered. But I didn't get home till 9:15 because I was walking slow and it was dark, and but I was like, oh, I gotta get something, and the only other thing around there was a Baja Fresh, and I haven't been there in a long time. Baja Fresh isn't good. Neither is Chipotle, but Piv, thanks for the follow, Piv. Either one was good. Let's just take the mana for next turn. Maybe we can like do some shit. We get to 12 wins. Can we have Big Yoshi's Lounge on again? Only if Lamba 2024 is here. Only if that character's here. I guess I don't really care if he's going face because he's gonna die, right? Let's see what we roll.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
I actually can't deal enough damage to kill him through the hero power, so I think I actually have to freeze it. I think. I want to ping. So let's play this and cycle that card, and we'll ping his face. And then if we have to like Blizzard into Blizzard, what did I take? Did I take Blizzard? Or did I take Biscuit? I took Blizzard, right? But yeah, I just if you take the face hit, you go down to 8, and then he hero powers you down to 6, and then he has 6 damage, he just dies at like 2 or 3 HP, or we die while he's at 2 or 3 HP. Whereas if you put him to, oh no, he still can kill us.
Yes, that's the one.
May the eternal sun watch over you.
But I don't know, if we can just get him to 8, it could be okay. Maybe. Already, we used the fireball to deal with the thing. Frozen Touch is good.
You don't pick the one, see?
Alright, we'll just try to kill him. I feel like he just stream sniped to get the Blizzard. Oh yeah, 100%. Good old, this guy, always stream sniping. It's a known stream sniper, attacking Redbeard. Poor Redbeard. Poor, kind-hearted Redbeard. Alright, how much damage do I have? Not enough yet.
Wrong ingredient.
Next turn I will have enough. And we'll kill this guy in case he has like a silence or something. And then he needs to somehow like freeze both but not kill either. Or kill us or gain life.
We'll be fine. It wasn't that big.
And then he'd still probably be dead to the Visage. But we don't have to.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
We don't have to worry about that.
Wrong ingredient. Ugh.
Alright, 6-0. Let's do it. Let's try to get the 7th. Surprisingly, somewhat to me, is that we're 6-0 without having played the location much. I think 2 or 3 times max. And we've only had it early, I think twice. Which, you know, those are nearly auto wins, unless your opponent's doing something super, super powerful too. Well played, hey, thanks, Mr. Nice Guy. Do you like Jackie Chan? Frozen Touch is stupid? Yeah, I hate that card. I really think it would be a cool card if it didn't go face and it maybe was infused 4. I think the design for it is cool. Or like it could get infused once, but not infinitely. Seems kind of dumb that you can get infinite, nearly infinite damage from a 2-mana spell that deals 3. Quantum wants to be friends. Would have been funny if Battling Book gave Fireball. Would it have been funny? I wanted it to give me Fireball.
My blade burns with
Boom,
holy
boom, boom,
fire.
boom,
Will I win?
boom, boom, boom.
It's elementary.
Alright, let's ditch those. Try to find a 2. Try to find our thing.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Are we winning games today? We are. We won all of our Among Us games. I was the greatest imposter ever. It's unbelievable. Getting rid of that. I'm losing 2 Deathborns, a Firelands portal. Honestly, I'm not gonna do it. Normally I would. But these Deathborns become what? The Priest Destroy Everything spell? I don't think I even want that in my deck. I don't want that, I don't think. Great job. Okay, I may have lied. I may have been struggling. Looks like an Avenge to me.
Spells are fun. So fun.
In which case,
Spells are fun. So
we attack here. I don't know if it matters. Actually, oh, this hand is horrible. These, I guess, these being 9-cost spells might have been good. Whirlpools? No Whirlpool in the meta. Whirlpool costs 8, I believe. Maybe 9. I think it costs 8. We can get Plague of Death, which, again, I don't think is actually very good for us. So we're gonna die. Which is kind of a bummer.
What a shock.
If he does nothing, that'd be cool. Deck is 2, not 3. Actually, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Not entirely sure what it does. I thought it was 3 mana, but maybe I'm wrong. What's up, everybody? Except Reddy is the worst imposter alive. Am I? Why you say that? It's funny because I really don't want him to attack. I'm sure you remember doing caca in your diaper.
You don't pick the wand, silly.
Well, you top decked Blast Wave. I don't want Blast Wave. I want this card. I would definitely play this over Blast Wave. Corrupts this, gives me 10/10 in stats instead of a bunch of crap in my hand. It is 3. It shows on your deck tracker. Ah, there you go. I kind of want him to hold, so we get all the skeletons. That was nice of him. Yeah, that helped us out a lot. I could see it being the right play because if you have a couple of buffs, like if you have a Stormwind, maybe you can attack and keep everything. Although the dudes are always dying there, huh? Unless you're buffing the whole board +3/+3, that probably ain't happening. That's a good hit. I'm gonna play another one. Wow. That's good. Which card did your opponent choose? What? Oh, legendary. He should take this, huh? Give the next Silverhand recruit you summoned, but it doesn't matter for me, so I'll just take the N'Zoth. Like, it makes, like, obvious, not obviously, but it seems quite obvious that that's what they would take. But since it provides no value to me, I don't really care. Does this matter, by the way? Skeletons are cute, I agree. Let's do this and take the worst card. Vengeful? It's very expensive. This devolving could be good, and it's kind of irrelevant for him right now. Alright, let's take the devolving. We can actually devolve the dude that gets the buff if it comes down to that. Deathborn is unfair? Deathborn is very, very strong.
Yes, that's the one.
Trash Queen, it's great to have you here. Space and Enter, Kappa. Good to have you here.
You've got me fired up. Reporting for duty. Now we're cooking.
Could devolve him. Kind of want to just hurt him here. Let's do something akin to this. Let's just play our large.
Wrong ingredient.
When are you having a whiskey and a Coke? Maybe in like, actually it's crazy, it's 1 AM already. Playing a few hours of Among Us really speeds things up. In the stream, we've been on for 3 hours already, and we feel like we're, obviously on our first run. But we'll see. Kind of, just do whatever we want. Try this out. You better respect our Tiny Fin. They don't have a choice. Our Tiny Fin commands respect. Red, you are the most beautiful Muppet. In one of those machines that no one can pick the toy out of. Well, they're called claw machines. So you despair, but they keep feeding you money so you know it's not bad. You're absolutely right. Being constantly fed money is not bad. But as a streamer, some days you get, a ton of support, and some days you don't. That's fine. JT, thank you for the Prime. The key is to cultivate a big enough community that you can play Genshin Impact once a month and then let Genshin pay for everything. Let Genshin pay all your bills. But, when people like JT come in and drop a Prime sub, hey, I ain't complaining.
Knowledge is power.
Will I win? It's elementary.
Hong Dong. Hong Dong. I'm gonna ditch that. Just try to find I'm gonna try to find a Night Cloak's Sanctum.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
How dare you? He's gonna take Deathborn, and I'm gonna take Explosive Words. I just think Deathborn could be the type of card that a player going second would need to come back, especially if we're curving out, right? So we can get this kind of like incremental chip damage from these type of cards. And then without him having an avenue to get them back off the board and develop a board, it could be very good for us. If I had another one of my Deathborns in hand already, I might take it. I might be more inclined. Because yeah, and then it's like whoever plays the last Deathborn sort of just wins, right? So he plays it, then I play it. Or I could play my first one whenever I wanted, and then he could play his to respond, and then I would have the final one, potentially. Hey, so no spoilers? No spoilers? Anybody catch House of the Dragon? Now remember, no spoilers. If you did catch it, did you like it? Did you hate it? And I think we can talk about superficial aspects of the show that we may or may not have enjoyed. Briefly. I don't want to... I know it's a dangerous territory to get on, but I watched it, and I liked it. I didn't love it. I thought the acting was good. I thought the production was good. I thought that it did not have the charm of the first episode of Game of Thrones. And Fire and Blood is a lot like a history book, sort of like the Silmarillion is. Less so, but sort of like I guess it's the world of Ice and Fire is more Silmarillion-y. But I think some of it might not translate super well.
Wrong ingredient.
You know, let's just hit here. But I thought it was a pretty good start. But Game of Thrones, like right off the bat, pulls you in, like from the first scene and the last scene of the first episode. It does the whole character introduction thing, which this sort of did. Remake season 8, yeah. So okay, so a couple of my thoughts, not about like the episode itself, but the returning to Game of Thrones or whatever. I was so there was no way to not think about how poorly season whatever ended. You know what I mean? I actually found it quite interesting. That you're like, okay, let's think about whatever it said, 100 years, 150 years prior. It's like, no matter what, you have to watch this show. Like, you just don't have a choice. You have to watch this show with the knowledge that it's all stupid. That nothing matters if you connect it to the end of Game of Thrones. You're like, oh, well... however important you think all of this is, all of this plot or all this text, it all ends with some stupid stuff. So I think to enjoy it, I'll have to be able to separate this as like its own story. And I kind of know what happens. I've read a lot of the supplemental materials, so I kind of know what it covers, and I sort of know where it goes. So I think it's possible. I think it does some cool stuff, but it was so... I thought it was so interesting. It's like, no matter what, you sort of have to accept that the end result of this combination of story is shit. I mean, it takes a lot of damage. If you're just trying to plop like a Deathborn. If I had a Pyro or a Fireball, I think I'd be more inclined to just take the potential like 4 or 5 damage. Didn't see the season finale of Game of Thrones, only the episode before that. I imagined the ending for myself. Well, I hated all of season 8 and pretty much all of season 7. So I don't think Game of Thrones' problem was like the last episode. I think the second half of the series in general has a lot of flaws. And the last 2 seasons are kind of irredeemable. Is that a word? but there were no redeeming qualities, basically. Whereas I think the first 3 or 4 seasons have, you know, a couple of things you could probably nitpick on, but overall I think they were very, very good. Which is why they got very popular, and which is why, you know, the end of the series sucked so hard. Because we were given such beautiful things. Would you rather be a vampire or werewolf? Probably a vampire. Aren't they like young and beautiful? Good job. No spoilers for everyone. Somebody wakes up in a cold sweat and season 8 was just a dream. Season 8 was objectively bad, not even from an individual point of view. Do you like to suck? I like to suck and be sucked, right? It's a suck or be sucked kind of world.
Dead end.
Three, 6, 7.
I'm dazzling.
Maybe I just throw these away. They're not doing anything, right? Maybe watch House of the Dragon and just cry about how lame it is? Probably somebody. Instead of the last season, I wrote 900 pages of Arya and Gesticulate, exploring the world together. Wow, that sounds fun. Ever playing the imposter was so funny. Left potential for other character storylines. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Season 8 or House of Dragon? Didn't I have a counter spell? Yeah. But yeah, I think House of Dragons has potential.
Well done. You win.
I can imagine. I wasn't here. I was just jesting, but Red, walking around with a knife, is funny on all levels. So hopeful for the Lord of the Rings series? I'm not optimistic for it. Personally. We'll see. But I'm not like immediately optimistic or nothing. I feel like George will write the next books different from the last seasons, because who wants basically a novelization of that crap? I think that is a contributing factor to why Winds has taken as long as it has taken. Not just, you know, his lack of focus, his slow writing style, but also how poorly received the last couple seasons were. And honestly, I know that I think he's kind of confirmed, so Game of Thrones spoilers, I guess, but he sort of confirmed a lot of the stuff at the end, that was his intention. He gave them those plot lines, Dany going crazy, Bran being king, and it's just like, now if they're handled better in the book, which they undoubtedly will be, if that's what it is, it's still kind of like, oh, that's dumb. That's like not, I don't think those are super good, just kind of broad strokes of like how the plotline could wrap up. Because that would imply that like however they kill the Night King is like kind of going to feel cheap and rushed either way. And well, there is no Night King in the books, so. I'd say that it's very unlikely the Lord of the Rings series is great. Yeah, so they're not pulling off of any source material, and Amazon paid, you know, whatever, $100 billion. I don't know, what did they pay for it? I don't know. They paid an absurd amount of money. They need this to be radically commercially successful. So they're going to try to appeal to the broadest market and sell as many action figures as they can, I'm sure. And enough t-shirts. I don't have a ton of hope for it. But I'll check it out too. When does that come out? I'll definitely watch it. And if it's only, you know, 8 or 10 episodes, I'll probably watch it all. I like The Lord of the Rings and Middle-earth enough to give it that, but I will be, you know, and if you're, you know, you're basing your stuff off of really, really well-established IPs, it's like you're going to be scrutinized a little more because you get all these free viewers, so.
The exit is this
September 8th, next week.
You don't pick the ones.
I think that was another thought I had during House of the Dragon, is I kind of felt like if this wasn't Game of Thrones, then I wouldn't be watching it. Like if it wasn't set in Westeros, I wouldn't be all that interested personally, I don't think. And like, yeah, that kind of goes without, but it's like, it's got to do more than just be like a adequate fantasy show for it to like, you know, hold the interest of the greater population. One director's commentary of the Lord of the Rings series, but Queenie yelling about it instead of the directors, I would certainly enjoy that myself. Boy, just the thought of Queenie screaming in the throes of passion for her beloved Lord of the Rings, that gets my heart all pitter-patter. I thought episode 1 was really good. Yeah, I didn't think it was super bad. I didn't think it was super good either. I like the story and I like the characters from the books and again the supplemental stuff that they've already kind of been introduced in. So I'd probably give it a little more. But I think, you know, just from a first episode of a show, if this was just a fantasy show, like kind of political posturing and maneuvering, I'm not so sure if everyone would be like, wow, like this was great. And they might be, I don't know. I'm not an expert in film. But, I don't know, I thought it was shot kind of interesting. It felt different. It felt more dynamic than Game of Thrones.
Magic is not a toy.
And again, I'm not sure if that's super good or not, but it did feel different. Like, the jousting scenes were... you know, they felt more like a Bourne movie. Point of view, like, on the horse and... fast cuts, but not in like a, not in a super like disorienting way. Although I did think that some of the battles was kind of like, I'm like, ah, okay, like I get it. We're cutting, we're cutting. All right. I don't know what's going on some of the time, but the jousting scenes were kind of cool. Way more visceral, yeah, yeah, and. I think that's a good thing to supplement a good show with, but if you're reliant on that being like everything, I think that could get old pretty quickly. Will kind of lose its effect. I need like a freeze or something.
I want to cast a spell.
The light dims, but we...
I guess I'll hit here. There were way more shots of people reacting to the violence compared to the earlier jousts. Yeah, I don't know. I actually kind of fast forwarded through the birth scene and some of the jousting. I was like, ugh, like, I don't know. Kind of tough. I caught enough of it to get the gist. You ever read the Game of Thrones books? Oh yeah. I've read them all, I think twice or 3 times, but I've also sat for hours listening to like Preston Jacobs' YouTube content and In Deep Geek and these type of YouTubers and stuff that make a living off of discussing those things. I think I'd rather take 2 on this and keep this healthy, because I've got the taunt to protect it. But yeah, I love the books. I love listening to YouTube crap about them. I enjoy that stuff immensely. Didn't I have a flame strike? Did I pass a flame strike? What happened? I want to play this. We have a lot of answers. It's just about picking the most efficient one. It doesn't really feel like there's a Deathborn here for us. Alright, we'll just shoot here.
Bow to the Fang and
That didn't go well. Greetings, Redbeard and chat. Hope everybody's having a great night. I'm having a wonderful night, Possum. How are you? I'm not saying it's a bad show, I'm just saying put Redbeard in a spice cupboard with a magic marker in his rear and he'd write a better one.
The light dims.
I don't think it was that bad by any means. I think it has potential. It just kind of felt like if that were the first episode of a new show, I don't think it would interest people very much at all.
Try to run.
Okay, let's just do this. We'll pick up a few spells, we'll kill a few guys, and then we'll draw a bunch of cards over there. That's saying you're a good writer. Oh, that was complimentary to me? I like it. I like it. So we can Blizzard, we can Deathborn. Ring Toss seems okay. We get a few guys, but we remove his guy. I'll just take the Ice Barrier so I'm never really in trouble. And I'll just take the Explosive because he might trade, in which case I'm not getting a guy. I need a guy, I want a guy, or I want to remove a guy. This sort of just stops him from being able to do anything with either, right? He's never going to be able to Alex you, and he's never going to be able to drop a Deathwing that you can't kill, or nothing like that. I'm well, and thanks for asking. That's good. I like when people are doing well. I like that. Okay, so we don't really need to do anything here. So we'll just play some stuff. We'll hold basically the fireball for his face. Waves, hey Kodo. So it kills one thing, and then he kills another thing. And I have 12 damage either way. Make Bros touch Knuckleface, please. I'm tired of losing to that card. Yeah, I don't like that one. Very stupid card. My dog says hi, and he says that the secrets are great for the game. Yeah, Dreads has been like, his new shtick is being really mad about the secrets. I don't know how much I care about the secrets. They don't really bother me. But a couple people in chat have actually said that. They don't like how many secrets there are. I actually kind of like that the secrets are more viable, the more varied the effects are, and the more access there are to some of those. Zavla, thank you for the follow, and Sunny, thank you so much for the raid. Lasso and Elven Academy, and Sunny, thank you so much. Oh god. I really hope I didn't ruin. I hope I didn't ruin the game. I don't think I did. Saf was over here talking too late. He got in trouble with Sunny. Last expansion, his thing was Sunwell. This time it's secrets. Well, it's always everything, but yeah. Yeah, he does hate Sunwell. And he does hate the secrets. And he does hate all the locations. It's a hateful man. Hopefully we got some mods here that can shout out Sunny. Who was it? I think it was, I think it was Benny last time really tricked me. And I lost us a game because Benny tricked me. I was dead, but I was sure in that last game that we were the imposter in. That Sunny was good. I was sure. Well, I was sure that Jeef was bad, and he wasn't. I would think Jeef kind of, you know, he said something, you know? Like, it's bad use of logic, my friend. That's a good villain line. That was like a villain's... That was a villain's line. But either way, you guys should all check out Sunny playing Among Us, or I actually checked on Sunny's Twitter, and I saw like a compilation of clips, and I was cracking up this morning. Man, it was so funny. just like clips of Sunny playing Variety. Chief always sounds sus. Yeah, but he was like super sus, and then like he said something because I accused him because I saw him down by the dead body or whatever, and then Chief was like, "Oh, wasn't somebody vouching for me? Weren't they?" Yeah, nobody was, and he's like, "Oh, no." I was like, wait, I thought he was just lying because it was so clear that he was evil. Even the next round, I was like, "Oh, okay, can't keep a story straight 2 rounds in." That was fun. Thanks for stream. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me. And Zavla, thanks for the follow. And I hope we shouted out Sunny. Thank you so much, Gesticulate. That's good. And I took a different approach this time. I just wasn't calling out people 100% just because I thought it was funny. I was kind of like trying to listen to people. It's fun. I think I was mentioning it earlier. I think mixing up the personalities is fun. Like last time, it was different people. And not that it has to be, but it's cool because I was like, oh, okay, I've never played with McBanter. I've never played with Sapphire or you know, some of those players. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, maybe they got different strategies. I don't know. Yeah, last time it was Benny. Listen to other people. Yeah, I listen. And I've kind of like, you know, I've sort of set up my Among Us personality. I'm very quiet. I'm very pensive. Which means, you know, people are going to have to start respecting my analytical skills at some point. They're going to be like, oh, crud, Redbeard, he's on to me. Which makes me a target. Which means, you know, I'm going to be able to manipulate people with that. It's just hard to get people to show up. I forgot again today. I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, yeah, it's today. And then I was walking back from getting dinner, and I was late from that. I'm like, oh crap! But it's cool because you can kind of jump in, you know. I like that aspect. Okay, let's take cards, I guess. You can kind of like miss the first game and then jump in, or you can kind of play for 3 or 4 and then jump out. I like that you don't like.
Yo ho! Set sail for the snack bar.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It wouldn't be fun, I don't think, to play with strangers. But I think it's fun to play with people you know and people you're friends with. I need the location. He probably takes that, but what if he takes that? So I can Blizzard next turn and deal a lot more damage. So I could Fire Lance here to set up a big Blizzard. It does tip off what we're doing quite heavily, but the issue is if I Fire Lance here, he might just Gore Howl and trade.
My calculations are correct.
If I play this, he's gonna Gore Howl it and trade and still push damage. So let's go here. And maybe a World Arises where he goes space. He's like, I'm gonna test for Flame Ward. And then we're gonna get a 5/8 maybe. How does Elion look familiar? Well, she's been here a lot. It's gonna, I mean, maybe you're just like, fuck it, I've got to test for Flame Ward now because I'm not gonna commit further to the board, right? Yeah, that's worth 3 mana, for sure. Definitely dig that. Now I don't have a great use for some of my cards, and I honestly don't want to discard this because it could be like a trump card to, you know, do stuff over here. I suppose it doesn't have enough damage, and maybe protecting this taunt could be good. Definitely the prospect of protecting the spell damage is good. Is this game 1? This is game 10. If you can't see anything, you can always move the deck tracker. You have a look at my 12-win deck. It was fun to play. 3 Dragon Roars, Lord Barov, Remoria, Sir Denathrius. Damn, dude. That's a good deck. Even got a Sword Eater and a Livewire. Did you go 12-0 by any chance or not? So this is a problem. You can move it? Yeah, sorry. I should try to move it back to the right. It auto-populates on the left, because at some point it stopped working if you didn't do that. But having it auto-populate on the right would be better. I've seen other streamers have it show up on the right. I've also seen other streamers have it show up on the right, and you can't move it. You can only move it up and down, but not left or right, and I kind of hate that.
Welcome aboard.
An embarrassment of riches.
Limb by limb. Limb by limb.
I have so many freaking cards here. Like a Blizzard? I guess Blizzard is okay. What else can I get down? I could play a 2 and a 1. Because it could set up a Deathborn. He's equipping this. I don't really care. Let's play this to see what we get.
Sun sets.
Well, our freeze is gone, so let's play this now too. Blizzard to set up. Oh man, thank you again to Sunny for the raid. Awesome, very kind. Order? Yeah, I mean it doesn't really matter. It does matter, but it doesn't really matter if they're at 1 or 2, right? I don't think. Maybe somewhat. Order? Yeah. Oh, it matters a lot now, actually. Oh yeah, that matters immensely. Okay, that's actually kind of a disaster.
Dead end! Dead end! Dead end!
You know what? That is not good. I guess they would have been at 3 though. Oh, so what could we have done if they're at 3? Oh no, they'd be at 2 either way. Oh no, that doesn't matter. They just have extra attack, which is, I guess that doesn't matter. They'd have the same health. I don't really see a way. I could throw away my Frozen Touch to kill another minion. Could play Wandmaker. What if I just swing the Gorehowl face? He's at 16, he's gonna go to 9, down to 7, up to 11. And I'm gonna take like 1 billion.
Dead end!
I don't think I can take 1 billion. I don't think we'll be able to beat this weapon. I think this weapon in general is just probably too good. Maybe I do this. We can find like... not that. 2 + 2 = 1 + 2? Yeah. Well, they're a little different, but almost the same. Gosh, I just don't have a way to kill him. So what got us? 3 pirates, the axe has been great, 3 athletic studies too, and he's drawn 4 cards for 0 mana. Sure, that's actually kind of nice. That's actually not so bad either. He's not getting a buff here, which is also kind of nice. I can kill another one of his guys. And Deathborn and get some guys too? What are my other plays? Like Gorehowl chop 1? I don't really like that. Let's shoot one of these stinkers. Let's ping this dingus. And then, yeah, you can get a buff on 1 card, but we're not dead right now, and that's kind of nice. It's a good Deathborn, yeah. I think it's probably the best we're gonna hope to get. I mean, you never know, he has a ton of cards, so we could get a better one, but it's good on this turn. We have another one in the deck, so if we top deck one in the next few turns, maybe we can just, you know, they're good to chain together sometimes. It's nice to get this another copy infused. I need 11 mana. I need 12 mana. This could go to fatigue. Oof. Large taunt? Okay, that's a large taunt.
I got a good feeling.
I need another Blizzard. I don't have a Blizzard. Guy gets buffed. Interesting. Oh, okay. It's kind of tricky. It seems like it'd be really good, but it's really not. You could just get the death rattles to go off on their own. I think what we're looking for is a flame strike or a blizzard or cone. That pyro. Wow, that pyro. He has 5, 8, 14. I'm taking the pyro. I can't kill him with that though. Right, let's see where these go. Not the worst. Not the best. I could put the Gore Howl down. Maybe 2-turn him.
Sun sets.
And set up lethal? 15. So you want to just set up straight lethal? It's risky. Like that. I think there's an argument to do that. Because if you Gore Howl push 2, you're not going to be able to pyro infused touch him or whatever. The Gore Howl here? I don't think you beat either one, right? Like you don't beat this by Gore Howling, you just die. The turn he decides to play this, you lose. So, like you're not in a better spot. I think that this is the right play. You set up a potential lethal if he doesn't have a taunt or a heal. Sorry, armor or a heal. But the minute he gets low enough to cast Denathrius, he just does, and you lose. So it's fine. It's definitely not a deck that can lose with that draw. And at 9-0, you know, you kind of expect it, so that's fine. Can Visage cause a tie? No, you'll actually die first. Been hit by Denathrius every arena run in the past week. I hate how the card just ends games. I don't really mind, honestly. It's a 10 drop that you have to hold for the the majority of the game. Isn't WTY Bill? I think he was like a top 5 or maybe top ranked Battlegrounds player for a while. A lot of the Battlegrounds players are switching up stuff they're doing this meta. It's kind of gone stale for them, I think. I recognize his name. Explains why they're playing so cautiously. Yeah, anyway, I don't mind a 10 drop legendary that's rare winning the game. I think for Arena, as I typically say, this has got to be better for us. I don't want to give him a Flame Strike. I only have 1 secret though, but I don't have a play for... Oh my god, it's in my hand. Oh shit, do I have another one? Fuck. What I could have taken Snap Freeze. Shit. I just looked. Fuck. How do I get a secret in my deck? Alright, we'll get Safety Inspector. Oh no, I can't. I can never do that. Fucking hell. I'll get a Spell Burst trigger.
Wrong ingredient.
Oh fuck. I mean, I could have just have the freeze is actually good for us. Just looked over. God damn it. What was I thinking, chat? He used to be a world-class Standard player. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I would imagine he excels at whatever. Oh fuck. So I wouldn't be freezing it.
Wrong ingredient. Curse it.
To randomly generate a Theatar. You're gonna give it to Bill. I'm gonna give this to Bill. Yeah, I could see that. That sounds like something I'll do.
Count your blessings, mates.
Probably gonna just end up blast waving here, actually. Consarnate. Oh, it's not active, or it's already active. That's a bummer. Okay, let's play a minion then. Hey, Roldy, how are you, man? GG. It's certainly not good to have not gotten anything. We certainly wouldn't be in a better spot right now. A much better spot with that 1 mana freeze. If we had gotten an early, this is a location, sure, but 5. Sin Runner. Cool with that. We leave up a 2/1, but we get 2 spells and clear the board, so while I hate the card, oh my god, so well, we can actually just get rid of that, I suppose. Which would be the same thing as getting rid of the, Be the same thing as getting rid of the one drop.
Blessed be this funnel.
So I can ping and play a 4. I can ping and play a 2 and a 2. Or I can just play my own Sin Runner. I could play the Devolving Missiles too. What am I really worried about? Like, Priest doesn't really have like a way to stack this stuff. Or I could just play the 6, I guess. You know what? He's at full health. Let's just play the 6 and take the free trade. There's some premium spells. Yeah, these are very good. What I think I'd like to draw is just hit like a huge Keymaster and then no death, and it will just kind of farm. That'd be cool. Or something really cheap, like a Babbling Book that gives us a puzzle box. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh dear. Bill gets Ancient Mysteries, Safety Inspector, and Fairy Dragon? That could be. I keep thinking Claw Machine has Magnetic. That'd be cool. Thanks again to Sunglitters for the raid. Really cool. I don't know if Sunny's still here.
Everything looks up to
Wow. Wow. Really? He must have gotten some real crap offered to him. Bill's never gonna fall for this. Alright, whatever. Maybe it does something good. I guess I can play this one over this so he doesn't get a free trade. Thank you so much, Jesty.
The exit is this way.
Shit. Hope we can get like a 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 1-2. Something with I could kill with Deathborn maybe. He's kind of... I mean, I'm gonna speak and then I'm gonna regret it, but he's kind of running low on resources, right? And we have the Famished. Interesting. I think I would have hit here once first. Because then you could make this trade if either of these get hit. Not that I think it matters too much, but I think I would have gone for that. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I think that's more important than a little bit of face damage. He may have seen this already. No, I mean, he couldn't have seen it because he took the 1-3, but let's just say in some weird world he already saw it and he knows we have it. And maybe he just really had to draw a card. Maybe it's like, I just gotta get my infuse off or something.
Need a hand, Explorer?
Dun, dun, dun. Shoot. Timing with crypto right now? What's that question? Sorry? You're asking me what now?
They break so easily.
Brittle boner. I've been there. Oh fuck. Shit. I don't want to get rid of my devolving.
The exit is this way.
If he Deathborns, then I can Deathborn. If I do this, I'm gonna burn a card. Which, if he has one, I really don't want to burn a card. I'll just play the Murlocula. Maybe I should just throw this. I don't know, I'm gonna look like an idiot in front of my friend Bill. Which 3 classes are best right now? Shit. Mage, priest, and warrior, I think. Sort of paladin, sort of demon hunter, probably. I think those are probably like the top 5, but I think mage is the best. Bill. Yeah, I don't have any desire to put the secret down on an empty board there. You guys played more Sanctums than me. Stop! Infuse time. Darn it. Darn it. Oh, fuck. What got killed? Shit. Should have gone face first. Alright, give me a good 1. Primordial's good. Okay, so how close is this? I mean, we have some good draws. Most of our late game is left. We have Opira, we have a Amalgam. This could be another Denathrius kind of game. Could be worse. Yeah. Got the tools. I feel like I'm psyched out playing against Bill. Psyching me out. Hey, Wicked Kitten. I know how good he is. So I'm assuming that he hasn't seen our devolving, or maybe he has. And he just doesn't give a flying crap. Could shoot that. Oh, that's pretty big. All right, let's do this.
My colors burst.
And then let's see where the hit goes. Darn it. Not really getting lucky on those. I guess I could throw that in there and play the ring toss. It's just kind of good. I don't know if I really need the ring toss now, because I could get stuck with something like Vengeful and Splitting. An Ice Barrier, some combination of those. I want counter, and I would take Explosive. I suppose we don't have to do it right now. It's just better on our mana, but oh. We'll be doing that next turn. Because we did play our only elemental there. We have how many Ellies in the deck? 1? Yeah, it's kind of just gotta be Grand Finale next turn. That's not good. I woke up with a cramp in my calf. Ooh, I hate those. I hate those. Gotta drink more whiskey and colas. And you gotta eat more cheese, probably. It's the only thing I found that can alleviate. Hearts Punk. Thank you for the follow, Hearts Punk.
Cannot shame me for
That's gonna be a problem. Oh dear.
Open yourself up to magic.
Bill. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to kill that Keymaster. Devolving? Devolving is okay, I guess. Oh, fucking art. Okay, we hit here. Oh, I'm not killing that. Okay, whatever. I'm playing this. I'm not drawing anything. I should have attacked first. No, I'm going in here. Okay, here's my request, game. Please. Don't screw me. Okay, you know, I'll take it. I would consider that not being screwed. Perfect. A taunt with lifesteal would have been better. Bringing this down to like a shitty one and bringing this down to like a 5 mana 1/1, I think that would have been perfect. However, this was one of the best things we could have drawn to give him a 1-mana copy of, crazy enough. It's a very good card. We could have given him a 1-mana Keymaster or a 1-mana Firelands or something. Yo, Redbeard, Ace Gate. Golly gee willikers, this went poorly for me. Boy howdy, that was bad. Could be Flame Ward. Could be so many things. Can save this the whole time. I can test for counterspell, which is great. I can always go face, right? And if it's vengeful, I can ping it. Okay. Those 8/8s had some beef with each other. That stunk how they killed each other, huh? So what? We want another counter up. We're always doing this? I guess we're probably always doing this. Frozen touches. Those will be the keys. So we do that, we get rid of that. Let's just discover first. We'll take the egg win. Honestly, I think I'll just plop the egg win down over the ring toss right now. It's like we'll always be able to stack that buff on something, right? We don't have a lot of draws left though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 minions left in our deck. So maybe it was better to hold and play the ring toss. Wait till this gets infused, but I think it's okay. Ancient Mysteries wait for that moment its entire life. Hey, Tatar and Hearthpunk, thank you guys. Zavla, Piv, Magkey, everybody that is not already following, do me a small favor and consider hitting the follow button. It helps me out a bit.
I awaken.
What's he doing? Oh, he's freezing it. Okay. So I could fireball the Reno. The Reno smacks him. I could deal 4 to the board. I could try to get a Vengeful off.
If my calculations are correct.
But it's like, if you bump here and freeze here and play this, I promise you Bill knows what you're doing, so maybe you can't trick him. Fireball don't look too bad. I don't have to, I could freeze, right? I'm always going to be able to have a big Deathborn. Don't want Rig no matter what, because I think this might come down to fatigue. So let's take Vengeful. And then let's take Counter. He's gonna know what it is, but that's fine. I could kill it, but I'm gonna wait. Bill Guy's a BG's player. I feel like you're overestimating their skills. Maybe they are washed. Well, he was like the best Battlegrounds player and one of the best Standard players ever, so I'm not super optimistic in him not knowing how to play Hearthstone. He knows that you know. He doesn't know that I know, does he? Bill's over here chomping on bananas like the world is ending. Alright, we bump there, and then the 2 hits there. That's the plan. And then we let off the Omega Deathborn. God damn it. So if we do this now, then we can ping. Kill that. Those are still not infused. So the issue is I really want to get this out of my hand, but I don't want to get rid of these because they're about to infuse. Maybe after we infuse them, we could throw them back. But I kind of want them in my hand the rest of the game, right? Because then I get the max amount of infused damage. Tough games, man. Tough games. Maybe he took his mother's happy pills and he's rocking back and forth like red on a seesaw, thinking about Les. Oh, where's the Les?
As long as it keeps
So
out
another problem is it's going to be kind of, you know, if we play this right away, be like, oh well, must have been holding it because he couldn't play it because that's what it's the same one.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
Has that killed me? It might have. Oh, I can draw another Deathborn though. That'd be really good. I could draw a Primordial as well. We draw a Firelands, which does effectively almost nothing. The issue is he has to attack or he dies, so it's just sort of a waste. A backfire? I mean, it didn't really backfire. We had 40% of our deck as a full clear, and we didn't hit it. I mean, at the time, I guess only 33%. Well, we are dead if we don't hit like a taunt or something. Let's throw this down first.
I can take the hit.
We take 10. Yeah, that's probably it. That was a bad break. Where did he get that from? Oh, that Murazon. I mean, yeah, this guy's deck is, you know, obviously quite good. Safety Inspector time? Yeah, maybe we should have just rolled Safety Inspector. Yeah, we should have actually. We could have found something, right? I mean, the Murazon on the Deathborn is just too good. An 8-8 and a 10-10 and a board clear on one turn. It's too good for us. Just use the damage spells. Do we have enough, maybe? Maybe.
You get the goods. I'll stand watch.
Go face. I've got
You get the goods. I'll stand watch.
6. I have 6, 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 7, 13. 13 plus 9 is 22. That's an anticlimactic game. That was quite good back and forth both ways. Just a dumb card to have that be how that game ends, but I'm also happy we ended up getting the win just barely, so. I think last turn we should have played the safety and looked for Deathborn or Primordial. Now, we would have taken a lot of damage, probably. But I guess we took it anyway, right? We took the damage anyway because they stayed up. Whew, I mean, Bill's a great player. His deck was great. Triple Identity Theft. Drafted Murazon. Cathedral location. Our Mage location. He got our Keymaster, our location, and our Firelands portal before us for all of them. The villain one? Was I the villain? Hope you're well, Redbeard. I'm lurking at work here. I'm doing okay, Gonzo. First run of the night, 10 wins. Got a nice raid from my dear friend Sunglitters. I won a bunch of Among Us lobbies as the most dastardly imposter of all time. Identity Theft is too strong? You think so? 3 mana, draw 2 cards, or discover 2 cards. Honestly, I don't think that that's even that good. Like, it's good, but like those words are not that good. There was a card like 2 years ago called Twisted Knowledge. It was a Warlock card. It was 2 mana, discover 2 Warlock cards. I would take that over Identity Theft every time. Get a little knowledge from what's in your opponent's hand and deck, but I would much rather have 2 cards discovered for 2 mana than do what Identity Theft does. The only stinker he got from you was the 1/3, yeah. But he chose the 1/3, right? So worst case scenario, he was offered the 1/3,
Will I win? It's elementary.
the Fairy Dragon, and the Secret, I think. And he took the 1/3. So he got to choose from 3 that turn. Arcane Intellect is draw 2, true. Draw 2 is not as good as Discover 2, though. In an arena deck, most of the time.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
I want Firelands Portal. I don't want them to have rigged fair game. I'm going first, so Fireball and Firelands Portal are both more valuable to me. The problem with taking Firelands Portal is this. I get worse RNG than my opponents, so I'm getting a worse 5/5, or a worse 5-drop than them, probably. The higher levels identity theft is better since your opponent's deck is likely to be stacked, while the Warlock card only had a set pool at all times. Yes and no. I mean, a quote-unquote stacked arena deck still has curve cards and still holds curve cards, you know what I mean? But I think people sometimes discount how valuable a 1 mana discount is. I'm just picking the middle card, I'm not even care. Okay, I don't know. I have no idea why I even picked that one.
The exit is this way.
Let's see if we get like a rush or something. Streaming would suck at TwitchCon. You would need to stay wired and drag a fucking spool of wire everywhere. You asked, did that kill me? Then my internet cut out and the stream ended. Oh no. Discover and Runeterra is sometimes worse than drawing.
You don't pick the ones.
Yeah, I mean they're different games, right? They are different games. Really want to play those too, so.
I found it first.
Wrong ingredient.
12-win prediction, please. I'm gonna go all in on my fart should belong to the viewers. Hey Graham, how are you? Nice middle card, I
A
misclicked.
smidge of this,
Alright, this time I'm taking the middle card. Oh no, I don't get to take anything. That's unfortunate. We don't even get to see what he took. It's a good way to play around explosive runes or to, you know, maximize this card's effect. I really don't like that if it's dead, the other player doesn't get it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But, I mean, I get it. I understand how it works, but I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, does it? Try to get a different card. It's funny, if we play this and then this, we discard this, and we might not have a play for next turn. I think we'll just do it here.
Everything looks up to code.
Well, that didn't work out. Can't trigger. Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense from a mechanics aspect, but it doesn't make sense from a flavor aspect or like a gameplay mechanic. Like it doesn't really like.
Wrong ingredient.
It's like, oh, like why? Because it's dead. Does it not go off? But I mean, I get it because you don't want them interacting on the opponent's turn, so whatever. Hearthstone doesn't want that. Is that drafted? No, that was discovered. This card hurts us quite badly.
Yeah, you're hot.
Huh. It's funny, I actually wanted him to trigger it. I can bump and get 2/2/2s. I guess I'll just take that. Twitch is so lame. Thanks for the follow. I disagree. I think Twitch is cool. My ears hurt. Oh, it stinks over here. What did he do? Oh, 2 of them suckers. Okay, that's a lot of secrets. So probably Flame Ward. I kind of have a lot of buffs stacked up.
Open yourself up to magic.
I mean, I don't take any damage, and I get a card. Maybe I get a good draw for once. Not really. First guy I seen not being greedy with Deathborn. Me? Never greedy. I'm Redbeard. Could be rigged fair, could be splitting, or could be counter. I guess I would assume it's counter, because he knows we have that. Can ping him, but I don't want to. Alright, so it's counter, which is good, because we have a buttload of burn and a buttload of health. So we can play Volpira, take the cheapest thing. Maybe we can find a 0-cost spell, and then we can still Fire Lance on the same turn. That would be very nice. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, okay. Runethac's not great for us. I will say that. Remember in games where Keymaster into mind control into another mind control? Fun times. No, you just made up a bunch of words. Your old place? Poet, how many places do you own? And why are they all alpaca farms? Poet has more houses than Dread somehow. Why is everybody so rich? Graham and Redbeard are so poor. Six mana. Question is this. Is this guy gonna be out here acting like an outright dill hole? Or is he gonna let me kill him? 14 damage Pyroblast with a Phoenix in 2 turns. Easy win. Maybe that's the play. What the fuck?
Hands out on me.
Try to just set up lethal. I don't know if we need to, though. You know what I mean? Play that, and then set up a play like that. 7, 11, 12, 13. Like, if you Fire Lands his face... you're kind of in trouble, aren't you? Is imprisoned is a pyro with +4? I don't know if that's what I want to be doing. Just Smork. I think a taunt's a big deal. Maybe I should just pinged. Actually, you know what? That was dumb. We should just ping. Because you could just fireball ping, right? But I guess if you're going to just pyro, no, never just pyro. You gotta have the minion on board. But if you're gonna just rely on fireball ping, then you can just rely on. Do we know that that's counter or no? I actually don't remember. Shit. How old was that? You could be dead here. We could be dead here. Surely not counterspell. He got an explosive runes from one of the alchemists. I can't remember the other card he got. Firelands Portal? Shoot. I wasn't paying enough attention. I think that that's his explosive. He thought. We know he had one. I don't see how he got the other Firelands. So I think he got a Firelands that he already cast from the second Alchemist, right? Or no, was that mine? No, that was my Firelands, I think. Fireball and Dead Bone. Pyram, kill him. This is a secret he picked a long time ago. We played both the Alchemists within short succession of each other, so... I don't know, we should have paid more attention, but I was pretty sure it was the explosive. It's a good coin flip? I don't think it's a coin flip, because we knew he had the explosive.
Will I win? It's elementary.
I just don't want to play this card because everybody always gets it, but I'm gonna play it. Shishek. What's up, Shishek? Thanks for the follow.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Everybody always guesses Fireland, so finally somebody won't guess it correctly. That's good. Always guess Firelands. Well, thank God. I'm more a fan of Paladin than Mage. This meta feels strange, but have better results. Fairly high rolled a couple of Paladin decks.
The food is getting cold.
I don't really want to freeze it. Let's just play this. So I'm gonna make the trade. Mama John, good to see you, Mama John. Love this song. Whistlebanger says Redbeard versus Red. Yeah. It doesn't give me a target to freeze. So maybe I would rather just play the Vengeful. Maybe it, you know, he instead of playing a Yeti, maybe he'll drop 2/2 drops or something.
A glorious invention.
Uh-oh. Well, I could freeze that though, right? I could freeze it and ping it. Maybe he trades here, maybe I ping. We'll see what we draw. I can't break 4 in this meta. Oh, Bog, you'll get there. Just as long as you're subscribed to Redbeard's YouTube, hang out here in chat, you'll get there. Now, of course, if you're not doing any of that, then yeah, there will be no hope for you. Also, your luck in the afterlife may be bad too, so careful.
You don't pick the ones, see?
Yeah, I don't want to ping my own Ethereal Conjurer. That's my Conjurer. Just watch Redbeard and all your 12-win dreams will come to Beardly for fruition. You know who I like? This Graham guy. I like this T Graham. I'm gonna make sure my microphone doesn't fall off its thing. Sometimes it gets loose for no reason. I managed to accrue 2,300 gold from a sick win streak. I don't know what the fuck has been happening. I'm losing non-stop. That's not right. Oh lord, that ain't right. I did hit 12 a couple of times before I made a 2-year break. Yeah, you'll get back. You'll get back there. Hey Reg, your queue times have been awfully short, almost like it's a pre-recorded run, and you cut the queue times. I'm on to you. No, Arena's just popping off. We played against one of the best Battlegrounds players in the world in this run. Poor Battlegrounds. It's an Arena/Among Us meta these days. Whoa, it wasn't infused. Neato. Yeah, they're in a lot of trouble right now. Whoa, never mind. They're... Oh my god, that's actually really good for them. Whoa, that was so good for them. Bad for me, though. What did they discard? I mean, you get faith in the Trick Totem, you're gonna be rewarded. Every damn time. Sarah Epiphilia. What's up, Sarah? How are you? Sarah, my old friend. Let's pop this dingus. Darn it. Splitting? I took splitting, right? It's a pretty fair counter, but let's take this, because, well, why the hell not? And then I guess I'll bop it, because I guess I get a smaller minion. Eh, whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's my old friend Sarah from, wait, where do I know Sarah from? Forget, we were best friends, so I'm pretty sure about that.
This is not what we stood for.
Can't wait for the next Dominaria. I was looking at some of the singles. There are some nutty cards in that set, Graham. And Trash Queen.
Wrong ingredient.
I can ping and play the 5. I can bump.
Wrong ingredient.
And play the... I mean, this card kind of sucks. I guess it's kind of good. Alright, you know what? It allows us to push these face, which is a pretty big deal. If I Frozen touches face here, it does just set up a Fireball lethal, but we could do that next turn anyway, right? Like we can do this, plus an Infused Touch. Like let's say he plays a coin puzzle box or something. I'm from Russia, me too. Well, okay, I've never been to Russia, but... Okay. Why are you yelling at me? Why am I getting yelled at? Eat his coin? Yeah, but you know, who knows? Maybe he gets another one somehow. Maybe he has an innervate from a something something and does something, you know what I mean? Like, who knows? Why not get another copy if you don't... I don't need the mana, you know? This match is easier than the last two, yeah. Yeah, we had a... we went first, and we played a... location on curve. That's all it takes sometimes. Bid 10 to 12 right now. Scotty, welcome. Thanks for being here. Nice 12-win run again. Yeah, so many 12-win runs. Redbeard's going pro. GG on the 12. Need me one of them. Yava Mayakos. You know what's crazy is I kind of like the non-full art versions better. The full art Shivan Reef looks like fart, dude. Like, I don't know. I looked at that. But yeah, I thought about it. Maybe I'll open a few of those. What set is it? Dominaria?